So today I just wanted to take a quick look at Fist of Jesus. This is definitely a very action-packed short film, which does also have a horror element as well because it's Jeebus and we all know he's part zombie. um, yeah, this is roughly a 15-minute film, give or take. If I remember correctly, it's from 2013. I have run across this before and I just think it's just so freaking hilarious. I think it was amazing, but the title, for some odd reason, the first time I ran across this Fist of Jesus, I thought it was like a martial arts film, which it's not, but like I said, it's still very action-packed regardless. So basically, we have the story of this Lazarus dude. He died, and his selfish family apparently wants him back. So entering the horror element, we very much have kind of like a monkey's paw situation here, you know? So he obviously comes back wrong. He starts munching on people. We've got this whole element that enters into the film. And, you know, it's very much an issue of be careful what you ask for. Definitely. So obviously his excuse is, I've never done this before, you know? So you can't expect me to get it right? Right? I mean, he still came back. I'm Jeebus. But, so yeah, we've got this zombie epidemic that enters into the whole thing. Obviously, he goes into Jesus. This Ghibli guy goes into this whole fight mode if he has to take the zombies out. Which he does, but apparently at some point, Judas falls into despair. So, gee, I wonder what Judas does. He goes and hangs himself. And Ghibli makes an attempt to bring him back, which is successful this time. But he spends so much time, look at me, guys, look at me, I did it right, I did it right. Judas suffocates again. So he has to be taken down from the tree. This time he is brought back, once again, properly this time. And they both join forces in the zombie eradication. And yeah, I mean, you know, Ghibli and the zombies, you know, it's one of those things that always enters into discussion and whatnot. So, I mean, it totally makes sense, but, you know, it's definitely very funny. It's very gory, very gore-filled, very well-done effects. And as I've said, it is just funny as hell. But I love the last line of the film, which to me just kind of leaves that lasting effect because it gives me the sense that the filmmakers were actually working with a purpose here. They weren't just making some movie just for the sake of, you know, turning a profit or just making a movie just because they can, because the whole last line is obviously because you have that whole preachly element at the beginning of the film. So I believe, if I remember correctly, it was Judas who said, you know, in the end, we really didn't convert anyone. And Ghibli basically responds, yes, but we sent a lot of souls to the kingdom of heaven. Which, you know, it can be funny if you want to see it that way, but my whole interpretation here is, you know, especially in like other times, especially in the past throughout history, whenever you have missionaries and whatever travel to other lands to try and convert people. And so, I mean, to me, it felt more like they were actually just making a statement on how missionaries or other people travel for religious work, intending to do good, but the wrong approach always seems to be taken, in which beliefs of a foreign people are being forced onto someone else because apparently the person who is well-read and whatnot thinks that they know better, and in their mind they think they're doing the right thing, which, you know, necessarily no. I mean, you can't just take your beliefs and force them on someone else, especially when that culture or that people rejects those beliefs. You can't kill them and punish them for it. That's just absolutely retarded in my opinion, but historically it has happened. It still happens. It happens between parents and children. So, you know, obviously parents don't always kill their kids over, you know, lack of difference in beliefs, but I mean, you guys get the picture. I mean, to me, it just felt like they were actually making a social statement here with this film. But Yes, I mean, other than just, that was just the way I read into it. You may watch this and you may not even notice that. You may not even read into it that way at all. But obviously, I'm the frame of mind. I'm always looking for reasoning and purpose in things. I like to prefer to understand things and, at least try to gain knowledge from either some form of media, something that's happening, whether it's in a book, movie, whatever, observing something that's happening to someone, something that's happening to me. I like to walk away and gain knowledge from that. I don't want to accept the fact that, well, things just happen just because, you can't hand me that fucking Jesus Band-Aid. I need a reason. And that's just me, Everyone's different. You're entitled to your own thoughts and opinions. But like I said, that's just what I gained from this. I could be entirely wrong. Maybe they just made this film strictly for entertainment purposes. I mean, you as the audience, it's up to you how you want to read into it. I'm not telling you what to think or believe here. I'm just sharing my opinion. But regardless, I think it was a very fun film. Like I said, if you're a gore hound, you'll definitely get some enjoyment from it. You definitely will. But I will link that in the description. I did forget to mention that this is a Spanish language film, so you do have subtitles. It was obviously filmed in Spain. So you have that Spain Spanish going on. What is that? Castilian, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today, and I will talk to you later.